How you doing out there tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Wanted to do a quick video to show you a little known pedal company called Sonicake. Usually you just find them on YouTube. I don't see them a whole lot of, I'm sorry, not YouTube, on Amazon. I don't see them a whole lot of other places. They make, a bunch of knockoff pedals. It's one of these Chinese companies, I know. But they have one pedal that really stood out to me, and I kind of wanted to show that off to you. It is called the Portal. So it's the Sonicake Portal. It's the pedal I've got here in the middle. And as you can see, it has 3 knobs and 3 buttons. It's got a couple of switches over here and over here. Basically, it is an ABY pedal. So you've got send and return loop A, send and return loop B, and a in and an out. You've got power through, so there's a 9-volt in, then there's a 9-volt out. It is a 100 milliamp pedal, 9-volt, so it's pretty easy to use. Obviously, if you're going out to something higher, then you need a little bit higher power going into it. But overall, just a phenomenal pedal. I have connected to it my Strymon Sunset and my Nauticlon. I'm going to do a shootout video where you can kind of see the difference between the germanium circuit in that pedal and the Nauticlon, because those are kind of a clon versus a clon. But tonight I just wanted to show you this Sonicake Portal. Quick intro onto what everything is. So you have 3 channels that you can see here. This is going to be your A, send and return, and then a volume for that. Your B, send and return, and then your volume for that. And C is going to be a clean. So it is just your guitar dry signal, no matter what you've got in there. So you can kind of mix and match. If you wanted to put a reverb on this thing and mix in more of a clean, you could certainly do that. On the left side here, our switch is AB parallel. So these two are running as parallel circuits, which is really nice. You can get some great differences in tone there. And then you've got A through B. So A passes through B, passes back out. So those give you some great tonal options as well. These two on the right side are a phase shift. So if for some reason you have phase differences in your pedals, you can adjust that to dial that out. If your pedals are phased well together, you can actually use that to get an out of phase sound, much like you would hear from Queen or some of Jimmy Page's stuff out there back in the day. So let's give you some sound samples of what these run. We are going to, once again, as always, run my Paradise Guitar Studio. All right, so here is some sound samples for you. We are going to start with just a general clean tone, and we will go from there. Once again, we're in Paradise Guitar Studio. This is running the Dream 65 through the S-Robe cabinet, just clean, nothing on it. And we're going to kick on the Strymon. And we'll kick on the Nauticlon. This up to about the sweet spot. Back over to a Nauticlon. Let's kick on our Strymon. And then, currently we're in parallel, so they're not... So it's almost like running two separate circuits for your guitar. But then if we change this to the through, you can tell it really adds some distortion there. Right now we've got a nice full sound. If I reverse the phase on one, it really thins the sound out. So that's just a quick overview of the Portal. Hope this was helpful to somebody. Great pedal, not expensive. I think I paid about 50, 60 bucks for it. I will drop a link for it in the description. Thanks again so much for watching. Y'all have a great evening.